Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't see, they on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. For now, I'm loco. Bumping off the circle beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Big up the whole Metric community, man. I know I had that on mute, man. That went mad. But yeah, big up yourself, everyone inside. Smash the like button on your way in if you haven't already. Come on, my peoples. I've always got the news for you, lot, transfers or not. Let's get straight into it, man. I'm going to share my screen and show you lot, what's going on. There's some Onana talks. Wharton. It's gone crazy, yeah? So there's talks coming out all over the place. Lammens. Antwerp ain't happy with this geezer. Anthony, this guy could have went to Bayern. There's stuff every single place, man. Let me show you like, what's going on now. I'm gonna share my screen right now, and then we can get straight into it, guys. Cool. One sec. So we got some talks about Onana. I'll show you like the Onana stuff, but that just came out. So we got this about Onana, Trabzonspor. So this is the same team that apparently was in for Bayern there. So they wanted Bayern there, this team, and now they're in for Onana now. This is madness. Because remember, Bayern there knows he's more or less third place now. With Lammens coming in, Onana knows he's more or less third place now. Because Bayern there's been starting every single game in the Prem. Then you've got Onana that's been on the bench. He's only been playing the cup games. And now we've got Lammens that's come in. So this is what's just happened. I'll show you at the time. This is very fresh. Very fresh. 7:57. Look at that. About 20 minutes ago. So yeah, man. Onana looks like he's on his way out. I'll show you a lot more stuff about Onana as well. They said all day there's been news about Onana leaving. Trabzonspor have contacted Man United over a loan deal for Andre Onana. Trabzonspor. And this is the same geezers that came in for Bayern there. So they've contacted for Onana on a loan deal. And then we had Saudi talking about Onana earlier. Look at the middle article. That was earlier. Everything here is today. You know me. I don't do this other day stuff. I do today's news. Saudi, he might go to Saudi because their thing's still open to the 26th. He could go to Turkey because Turkey is still open to the 11th or 12th. And the fact that Bayern there has been number one the whole time, I think he knows now, listen, I'm not going to get it's not going to be no point. Do you know what I'm going to say? I'm not going to get no game time. So this is what's going on. So I don't know what's going to happen with this geezer, but it looks mental. Like every day, there's some different news about Onana or Bayern there leaving. And this is the same team that went in for Bayern there. Let me show you that right now. This is the same team. Because remember, they just sold their goalkeeper. So the fact that they just sold their goalkeeper to Galatasaray, they need a goalkeeper ASAP. So they've gone in for Bayern there as well now. So let's see. Let me show you exactly where the Bayern there stuff. So it seems that one of them's going to go, man. But I think when it comes to Ruben Amorim, he prefers Bayern there more than Onana. So if one's going to go, it's probably going to be Onana. But then again, Onana's going to cost more. Do you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't even make no sense. Where is this team? What's this team even called? Trabzonspor. Let me show you what the team's called. Yeah, so Trabzonspor. They were in for Bayern there as well. Trabzonspor. I'll show you that right now. They're in for both of them. They want a different thing. They just want any of them. Any of you that come here, we're cool. That's what they're on. We'll take any of you lot, mate. We need a keeper. We've sold our keeper. We'll take any of you. Let me show you that now, the Trabzonspor. They're in for Bayern there as well. Look at this. Bayern there could be onto a move. The Trabzonspor. This would happen as the Turkish club's captain, goalkeeper, has already been sold. He's already been sold to Galatasaray for 33 million. 33 million the guy's gone for. So this is what's going on, man. They need a keeper. They need a keeper, and one of them's going to go. And I put this article already. I showed you that they're the new bomb squad now. One of them's going to go. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be one of these geezers. And the same team who needs a keeper is going for both. And look at this. The windows in Turkey and Saudi Arabia are open until the September the 11th and 10th, respectfully. So they're still open. So those that are getting mixed up, they don't know, they're thinking, what are you talking about? The window's closed. It's still open in the Turkish League and Saudi Arabia. And that's the two places that are in for Bayende or Onana. Onana knows he's second place. So it's looking real dark for him. I think it's going to be him that's going to go. But look at this. We can't have all these three. Obviously, one of them, just Fabrizio, talking about Onana and Ruben Amorim, still got a good relationship, but they did have a little madness because of the wage thing. He come back asking for a wage and that. But you've got two different documents. One saying a loan move from a team that just literally sold their goalkeeper for 33 million. And the other one is a talk up about Saudi Arabia. Something's in the air. Something's going on. Big up Mechi. Hit like, brother. Come on, man. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. We always here for you lot. Big up yourself, Mech. Come on, my guy. Mech, hello. Lammens news, please. I'm going to get into the Lammens stuff. Antwerp are not happy with him. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get into all of that. Don't worry. Glazer's out. Mech probably. Semi-Kona. Kobe Main will get more minutes. Bruno Fernandes. Big up Mech. Big up yourself, man. As long as every sell and purchase will make United better, I am all in, system or players. We need to start being the club other clubs fear again. Let's go. 100%. I want to show you the stats as well, where we're at. We've got a madness going on. Don't worry. I'm going to get into the Wharton stuff in a minute. You know me. I don't do clickbait. If it's there, it's there. But we're starting off with Onana, because this is a big one. If he goes, bro, that's the money they're set up for a next goalkeeper next year. Literally, we can go in January. It might be that big that we can go in January, make Lammens the number one, and then boom. Because he can leave now. If he leaves on loan, remember, he's going AFCON anyway. So he was always going to be a guy that was going to leave anyway in December. So if he leaves now on loan, then all right, you know what? Push him out. You know what I'm trying to say? And he could potentially just end up staying over there. So some big news, man, on Onana, man. I've got the Wharton stuff anyway. Don't worry, we'll get into all of that. We got the stats. We got loads going on. Yeah. The way Ruben's moving and the way we got the team, trust me, a lot of people ain't seeing this side. So we've got all this Trabzonspor stuff. It's coming out of everywhere now. I'm seeing it from bare different links. But yeah, it's madness, man. Trabzonspor have contacted Man United over a loan deal for Onana. So it's only a loan. It's not nothing mad. It's not they want to buy him for real. He's going to cost about 20 million. I had an article earlier that said that Monaco came in for Onana. But as soon as we told them the price, that it was 30 million, they just skipped out. They said, yeah, I'm out of it. And it's from the most reliable Laurie Whitwell as well. Look at the middle article. Onana came back to Carrington wanting a new contract. He has been off the view since receiving a standard 25% cut for non-qualification to the Champions League, a stance that did not go well with Amorim. Yet United made no efforts to sell Onana. Monaco were the only club that registered any real interest. We told them about the price. It was minimum 30 million and they just skipped out. So is anyone else going to come and pay 30 million? Or have we dropped our price on him? He's our third goalkeeper now. Surely we've dropped our price and said, you know what? There's no point. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, man. The market's still open. He's part of the new bomb squad now that has to go. You can't be part of that team and do them mistakes and think you're going to stay here. But this has all come out today. There's talks about Saudi Arabia that came out 8 in the morning. We might sell him to Saudi. And then now there's talks about Trabzonspor have contacted Man United on loan. And that's just like half an hour ago that came out. So this is what's going on. But Trabzonspor, that's the same team that also want Bayende. Bayende has obviously he's cheaper. Onana's 30 million. We got Bayende for 5 million. So think about it like that. It's easier to get rid of Bayende, but then again, Bayende seems like he's more reliable. And I can't believe I'm even saying that. I thought I would never say that Bayende is more reliable than Onana. Because I used to more think Bayende is more trash than Onana. But now it's got to a stage where, bro, they're both terrible, but Bayende seems like he's the more reliable. Onana that penalty's killed him. See the penalties when the ball just kept going past his arm. It showed how weak his wrist is. He's got a weak wrist. Jelly. So that alone, now I can see why Amrin don't even play him. Onana was a horrible signing. He's so trash, we can't even move along. Yeah, no one came in apart from Monaco. Nobody. So we'll see what happens, man. The Saudi even want to get him. Saudi seem like they're making some good signings as well. Saudi, they just signed that Roger Fernandez, Al Ittihad. You get it? They make some good signings, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Ben Jacobs on the United stand spoke about Onana links with Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I saw that, but it's nothing certified. And that was ages ago. I saw that. Look at this deal Burnley pulled. So Burnley has acquired. Yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy? I was on stream here when they pulled it, yeah, and I said that your name, bro. See the day that happened. If that was deadline day, yeah, go watch the stream, J Dot. I said your name. I said, bro, J Dot is gonna be pissed with that one. He always talks about this geezer, Florentino Lewis. Go watch the stream, brother. I swear to you, I said it. I know it's a bit long, but I said it. On loan for 1.73 million, 20 million. We're chasing Belieber worth 100 million. Right? Yeah, I've never heard of this Florentino Luis. You're the one that's put man onto him. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, rah. I swear you always talk about him. J-Dot. We need buying that at the moment. Onana is an option we can't afford in goal. Yeah, it's peak. It's dark. This is what we're dealing with, man. But he's got a loan offer. He's been contacted by Trabzonspor. Trabzonspor have just sold their goalkeeper. Their number one goalkeeper is meant to be a good goalkeeper because he went for 33 million euros. So he can't be a dud. He's gone to Galatasaray. Remember, Galatasaray came in for Lammens and they came in for Edison. We nicked Lammens. Edison went to Fenerbahce, their rivals. So they had to do something. And all they done was, you know what, we'll go out there and pay 33 million euros for the Trabzonspor goalkeeper, whoever that is. I don't even know his name. So that's what, then they've done that. Trabzonspor now, they need a goalkeeper now. That's left them in a bit of loop. So that's where we're at now. It's just a merry-go-round. It's a circle. That's what's going on. So the first they were looking at buying there, everyone kept saying buying there, because buying there is cheaper. It's only 4 million. But now it's looking like it's not even buying there. It's going to look like it's going to be an honor. So this is what's happening. It's gone mad. So we don't know what's going on, bro. This is the reports that came out first. Look at the date on that. 2nd of September. It was buying there. Buying there is going to leave, blah, blah, blah. Because they've sold their keeper. They want buying there now. Now it's looking like it's going to be an honor, bro. So it's just changing by the days. And for those that just came, it's active until the 11th of September. And Saudi Arabia is still active to the 26th of September. So it goes on and on and on. You understand? So let me show you that more. Where it actually came out, the whole buying. Look, this is it here. Paddy. He said, look, Man United's outside buying, they could be on the move to Trabzonspor after they sold club captain Ergen Kakar to Galatasaray for 33 million plus 3 million add-ons. I've never heard of this goalkeeper, but for 36 million add-ons, 36 million euros, he's got to be a good goalkeeper. You know what I mean? So that's the geezer that they sold. And then, yeah, now first it was saying, look, that was yesterday, September the 2nd. They're talking about buying there. And then today's come out, it's Onana that they're talking about now. So they can't make up their mind who they want, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know who they're going to go for, bro. It's a mad one. Look at this still, Burnley Pool. Yeah, you're onto him. Florentino Lewis. You've been giving him the highest praise. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens, man. Something's brewing. The fact that both of them, the fact that he's even getting linked to clubs is good already. Something's going on in the background, hopefully. The fact that he's getting linked to Saudi, he's getting linked to Trabzonspor, we're having all of these negative stuff that he's come back asking for Champions League money and he don't want his 25% cut. He wants a new contract and all that. Something's brewing in the background. Onana's got a big personality. You lot can all see it. He runs from the goal line when we get free kicks. He's got a big personality. So you know this geezer cannot sit on the bench. You know what I mean? So go out there and play some games, man. And then boom, come back at the end of the season and we just sell you like the bomb squad. 1, 2, 3. Literally, man. So yeah, that's the situation with Onana, man. Trabzonspor, whatever they're called, Trabzonspor. I keep announcing it mad. Trabzonspor have contacted United over a loan deal for Andre Onana. Saudi are in for him as well. Their window closed on the 23rd. And Onana and Amran, even though they had a little dispute the other day about the contract, they're still cool. They've got a good relationship. But Amran has made it very clear with his messaging that whoever wants to play must perform at the best level, not just for Onana, but for all these players. And I remember what my man said. What's his name? Omar Barada and that. They said, bruv, you've got 18 months to prove yourself. If you don't prove yourself in 18 months, you're out of here. And that's what happened to Højlund. He had to get the chop. And this is what happened, mate. So that's where we're at, man. That's where we're at with this Onana stuff, man. We'll see what happens, if it's true or not. I don't know. None of these journalists, I can't vouch for them. It's come out from a guy called Tak Vim. Everyone's posting it. So it could be some truth in it. I don't know. Let's even on transfer feed. Who knows, mate? Let me get this out of there, that one. So yeah, who knows? But that's what's going on with that anyway. I'm going to get into some of the more stuff in a minute. Get these comments coming. Don't watch nothing. I'm still going to get them. We've got some stats and all of that. Look at that. Man United Premier League this season. First in shots. First in touches in the opposition box. First in accurate crosses. Second in shots on target. Are we second or are we first? I think we're first, you know. Second in expected goals. I think we're first in that. 100% we're first in that. Expected goals. I swear we're first in that. Are we not first in expected goals? Yeah, man, look. First in expected goals. What's they talking about? First in expected goals. That's XG there. So he's got his ones a bit wrong, but we're first in a lot of them, bro. A lot of these stats, we're just on a different thing. Fifth in possession percentage, we're ninth in the table. So, bro, the system, a lot of people want to blame it and talk about it every day when we don't win in the end. But, bro, we can't have all these stats going in our favor and be first in everything. We're putting in the work. And then, because we're not scoring, though, that's all it is. And look at this. This is second balls. So when it goes in the air, all them long passes that we do, people be like, why do you not always do the long pass? Every time it's a long pass, etc., and it bam, the second ball, we mostly win it. We win the most second balls in the whole league, 68. So it's crazy, bro. Something's going on. Something's brewing, bro. I've showed you all the stats already. Something is brewing here. Second balls won in the league. We're top. And then we've got this one. Here's a breakdown of second ball wins in each half. Brentford up the tempo. Second half, it's more Chelsea, blah, 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 etc. But then we got contested second balls with their win rate. And we top that list. Of course, look at Man City, who were just about to play. And people are talking about they're going to change their style because of Donnarumma. Donnarumma can't play with his feet. So they might be kicking the ball up to Haaland, bro. We're the best at second balls. So Haaland ain't got a chance. And you got Man City who are tired at it. They got bare midgets, bro. Oscar Bob, Bernardo Silva, and come on, bro. Them men are not on. They're not physical enough. So yeah, man. Every chart that comes out every day, bro, it's always just positive for us. Anyway, it's always in a positive. Apart from goals, assists, and the top of the Prem, everything else comes out and just shows, yo, we're doing loads. So let's just carry on doing what we're doing. The goals will come. We've had loads of shots on goal. I think we've had the most shots. Yeah, look, first in shots. Come on, man. Like, we're going to get there in the end. Touches in opposition box, accurate crosses. Come on. These are not little things. We're doing everything we can to get there. But you know we're Man United. When it goes left, it goes left. And we're just not putting the ball in the back of the net. That's what we have to carry on doing. So let's just keep going, man. And surely we'll get there. They are welcome to both. Oh, Bayern and Onana, both going. Yeah, any of them. I just seen Goldbridge saying we had a better window than you. I agree, to be honest. What you think? How? And what's up, bro? Hope all is good. Yeah, I hope you're good. But how, bro? How did you have a better window? What? Because you got certain positions that you wanted, but you didn't really get the players that you wanted. So you couldn't have had a better position because we got all of our number one, not number one, but say number one or number two players. Do you understand? We wanted the lap for striker. We didn't get him, no problem. Gyökeres, he said he wasn't making it clear. then we went for Sesko. You know what I'm trying to say? You lot went down the food chain. You went from Delap to who's the other geezers that were there? Who else was there for you lot? Delap. I don't want to talk about Mboum or Cunha, and I want to talk about strikers. You had so much. Sesko, João Pedro. You know what I'm trying to say? So I can't really say you had a bet. I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't really looked at you lot's thing like that. I really deeped it like that, but I don't know. But yeah, bro, I'm going to get into the next stuff anyways. But that's the stats and that. And I've got way more stats that I could just show you in a bit. But that's a few of the stats, etc. But let me get into the next stuff. We've got this. This is Anthony and the boy Lammens. Look at this, guys. So Anthony has revealed that he turned down a lucrative move to Bayern Munich as he had already given his word that he will return to Betis. Bro, have you not seen him go back to Betis? They are in love with him over there. He can't catch a break. The man's hanging out of the car on the main road in Seville. Remember, Betis is in Seville. He's hanging out of the car, bro. Hanging out of the ride. After his permanent move to Betis from Man United was briefly stalled on Friday, Anthony claims Bayern made a late attempt to sign him and were reportedly willing to double his wages. They were going to double his wages. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me get this one here quickly. Onana has to go. Bayern there is kind of improving right now. We hit every position needed, high quality, some players who are unknown, but I think Wharton will bang same as Isaac. Nah, man, no way. No way in UFC, man. I don't think so. Isaac's different, man. Isaac's a different kettle of fish. But you hit all your positions. Okay. But because you hit all your positions, he thinks that you lot had a better window than us. I don't know. It's his opinion, really. I don't even know. But I just know that if you don't go for your first options, you're not necessarily happy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If you're like 6 striker down the line, they're not really happy, are they? Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's how I'm looking at it. But it's what it is. If you don't got all your positions, then good on you lot. You get me? Anthony fell in love with Betis over the loan deal. He had to go back. Yeah, bro, they're rating him over there. The way I've seen them moving for him is proper. But yeah, this is what he goes on to say. I feel comfortable making this decision because I'm very happy here. More than 5 teams called me. Today will mark my life. It was very emotional. I've never experienced that before. My family is very happy. It's very hard to always be with them, from them. Sorry, it's always hard, very hard to be away from them. And it's been very hard to be alone in the hotel for more than 40 days. My wife was waiting in Seville. I told her my first choice was Betis. I was very moved seeing the affection of the Betis fans. I couldn't get out of the car, so I ran out. It was a very nice party. Bro, they are treating him like a king over there. They are really treating him like a king. I can't lie. I respect Anthony, man. And the love that he's got for that spot there, I hope they respect him. You know what I mean? Because he might have a 1-2 stinker and they might turn on him, but I respect him, man. Do you understand? And then we got the boy Lammens. Lammens, Antwerp are unhappy. They're not rating him. Because this geezer jumped on the plane. He got on a private jet before we even had an agreement with Antwerp. Man didn't even have an agreement with Antwerp, and he just got on a private jet and said, yeah, I'm going. He was so gassed, like, nah, bro, I'm not waiting about. I'm out of it. You understand? According to the Dutch newspaper in Belgium, as quoted, Sport Witness, blah, 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 he had boarded a private jet to the United Kingdom before they had an agreed terms with United. He just said, I'm going to United. I know I'm going to get my move. Peace out, A-Town. It's kept it moving. The report claims that the 23-year-old goalkeeper who joined the Reds on deadline day was theoretically not allowed to travel, but he did so anyway. So he just went on his own back anyway. Antwerp finally reached an agreement with United when Lammens was in the air. Geezer's in the air, and then we reached an agreement. We reached an agreement while the guy was in the air. So he knew that it was going to happen. We must have told him 100% it's going to happen. There's your Lammens news, Ibrahim. So, yeah, bro, Lammens, he was so eager for the move, his dream move. He was so gassed that he just jumped on a plane and said, yeah, bro, I'm going there. I'm going to get my move. I'm happy. I'm going over there. There's no way I'm not thinking. And this is from Manchester Evening News, who's got Samuel Lockhurst, etc. They're kind of reliable still, I'll be real. When they say things, more time is true. And look, they're talking about the Betis thing, which is true. It's come out from ESPN as well. Do you understand? He's done an interview. This is his own words, isn't it? So it is what it is. But yeah, man, Lammens, man, the geezer was so gassed, man. He just hopped on the plane, man. It is what it is. You can't really blame him, innit? So we'll see what happens. Let me get into the I'm gonna get into the Wharton stuff now. Wharton. So we got a little madness going on with Wharton, with Chelsea. Watch this now, guys. Bam. Let me get myself off the screen. So we got, according to Team Talk, United and Chelsea are front runners in the race to sign Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace in the January transfer window. The report claims the two Premier League clubs have shortlisted the 21-year-old midfielder as a key target. It said that United and Chelsea view Wharton as a potential game changer. The former Blackburn Rovers playmaker sees his contract at Selhurst expire in June 2029. I can't see them selling him in January. January's a bit mad. This is more reliable for next season. But January's a bit crazy, I'll be real. Let me get the screen a bit more thing now, so you can read it if you want. But yeah, I think January's a bit crazy, bro. I can't see him leaving in January, especially the fact that they sold Eze. Mark Guy's mad upset right now. He didn't get his move to Liverpool. But this is what they're saying, that this is what's going on. It's a January thing. I can't see it happening. But look at this now. So this is why they've put the article out for today. Man United are planning to break their transfer record in 2026. 100 million plus move for Carlos Baleba, along with a second big addition in midfield on agenda. I more looked at it if it's Baleba or Wharton. I don't think it's going to be both. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We got the Garnacho money, 120. We was ready to bid for Baleba as well. So maybe we got the money to buy both. Do you understand? 100 million plus move for Carlos Baleba, along with a second big addition in midfield. If that is the case, bro, Mainu's got no hope. Mainu's missing then. Or is this about when Bruno Fernandes leaves? Do you know what I'm saying? Bruno Fernandes might leave next season. Is this then? We go out there and spend that money on him, and then we got the depth with Mainu, Wharton, Baleba, etc. And then obviously look at that. That's what Ben Jacobs said about Chelsea. Because my man's talking about Man United and Chelsea, so I had to dig deep and find if there's actually anything in there in Chelsea, so it makes sense. And then when I did dig deep, Ben Jacobs said this 3 days before the transfer window closed. Literally, he said Chelsea have added Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton to their list of long-term targets. Tough deal to do before Monday, and nothing yet to suggest anything is advancing, as Palace plan to keep hold of Wharton for at least another year. So they're coming out with their thing about Chelsea and United. We've got this thing about United today, and then we've had this thing about Chelsea a few days ago. So you look, Ben Jacobs has already told us Adam Wharton is a dream signing for us. You lot know me. Like and subscribe. I've always got all the articles for you lot, guys. Look at the last article. Adam Wharton is the one that they really United like. But again, I'd be surprised if Crystal Palace decide to sell. This is what he said on the 28th of August. So what's that? Is that the same date? Look at that. 29th. A day later, he said, yeah, Chelsea have added them in the list. Day before, he said us. So it does seem like we're both in for him. Adam Wharton is the one that they really like. But United, again, will be surprised if Crystal Palace decide to sell. They're saying we might go for both. This might be a double whammy deal. We could go for both. Remember, we got the Garnacho money. That was 40 million. We can go out there and spend 120. And then obviously if Bruno Fernandes goes for 80 million, whatever, or who knows. It seems like we've already had the Baleba money. When you read this anyway, when you read this article, it seems that we've already got the Baleba money. He says we would have made a bid if they said he's for sale. So we might have the Baleba money already, and then the Garnacho sale might have just gave us the Wharton money. Who knows? Do you understand? And what I've realized from this is, bro, a lot of these articles, they get it right first, but we don't ever give them the grace until we hear the here we goes. So we've got to hear the here we go to believe it. But sometimes it will be a Samuel Lockhurst or you get it. It'll be someone else that will get it first. But there you go. That's Manchester United links for Wharton. We've got Chelsea links for Wharton from Ben Jacobs. And Ben Jacobs has linked us to Wharton and linked Chelsea to Wharton, basically. So there's definitely something brewing in this. Do you understand? So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Obviously, he's got a big contract still. It's not like his contract's running out anytime soon. June 2029. So you'll have to go there and pay the money. It's not going to be no little money. You get me? You might have to go there and pay a 70, 80 million. But he's injured at the moment, so he's even going to miss the England game. So I don't know, man. He keeps getting injured a bit, man. So I don't really know about him, man. Isaac wasn't different until he played for us. He scored 6 goals in 38 games before us. To me, I like Wharton more than Sesko. I said it on your stream a long time ago. He scored similar to Sesko with less minutes last year. Yeah, it's true. It's true, but you know what it is, though? You got to see, innit? You got to see when he comes to the Prem. Prem's a different beast, man. A lot of people have all this joy. Like you said, Isaac wasn't even all that at Real Betis. He's come to the Prem, and now he's the guy. Do you know what I'm going to say? But some people, it's the other way around. They come to the Prem. They're doing their thing in the German league. They come to the Prem, it don't work. Especially the German league as well. A lot of people flock from there as well, man. The German league. So we'll see what happens, man. But is where it is, man. I'm happy you lot got someone in the end, though, because you lot was struggling, bro. Man, I had a full 11 of rejections. It was crazy. But good on you lot, though, man. But, bro, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I respect Anthony for keeping his word to Betis. I hope he excels at Betis. Yeah, man. The man's crying. He's saying it was hard for me. Even being with the bomb squad, it was dark. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's with the bomb squad and that he's training by himself. He's in the locker room. Man left his house. He sold his house because he knew he was going to leave. So he started, what did he do? He knew he was going to leave. So he started staying in hotels. So it was mad for Anthony, man. You got to give it to him, though, man. Like I said, he gave us some moments. Someone asked me earlier and they said, yo, who do you think is the worst United one out of all of them? I said it has to be Anthony. Sorry, it has to be Sancho. Anthony gave us moments. Garnacho gave us moments. But Sancho not gave us nothing. Literally. And this is what I'm talking about, this list here. Man asked, who's the worst out of this on the right? Obviously, Lindelof left for free. That's the bomb squad, more or less. It has to be Sancho, man. He ain't gave us no memories. All I remember from him he scored against Liverpool for a 2-1 victory, and he scored against Chelsea once. That's it. I don't remember nothing else. And them goals were probably far apart as well. Literally. You understand? Garnacho, he's gave us. He's won the cup finals. He scored in the cup finals. He scored a few late winners, etc. He's been exciting. Anthony scored his first 3 games. You know what I mean? He's always played with passion, but it just hasn't worked out. The ability. Hoyland's a Man United fan. He tried. It didn't really work, but it is where it is. Still done more than Sancho, bro. So I'm definitely will say Sancho is the worst one out of the lot. Goldbridge, safe. Onto him. Newcastle got 11 rejections. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say that's why I thought straight away, how can they have a better signing than us? Because what, could they fulfill their thing? It's right. Who you got as well. We can go out there and buy 11 players and fulfill every single position. That don't mean that we've done well if it's not the actual players that we want. Do you know what I mean? Imagine we go out there and buy 11 players and the next year we'll say, they're not even good enough. You know what I'm saying? It has to be the players that you want. So if you've gone from your top 5 for a striker, then you've gone and overpaid for the 6-1. You can't sit there now and say, we've had a better window than you lot because we got every position. Bro, you've gone for someone that you really didn't want. This guy was 6th on the list and you overpaid because you had to. Come on. But it is what it is, isn't it? Good on them anyway. Mark Goldbridge, the same guy that demanded Ineos to keep Ten Hag after the FA Cup final. And he was, yeah, boy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But every time, same category as Pep and Klopp. It's comical. Ten Hag's been sacked. I hope you lot have seen that. Ten Hag has already been sacked, guys. Already been sacked. 2 games in, sacked. So yeah, my guys, man, this is where we're at, man. This is the situation, man. This is the midfield stuff. Chelsea United are leading the race for Adam Wharton. I've showed you lot the articles. Ben Jacobs already put us in this. He put us in this already. This talk with Wharton on the 28th of August. He said Adam Wharton is the one that they really like. But he'd be surprised if Crystal Palace sell now. Next year, they'll sell him. It's fine. But right now, it's a bit peak. And then obviously, he spoke about Chelsea the next day at 10 in the morning. He said, yo, Chelsea have added Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton to their list of long-term signings. Tough deal to do before Monday, and nothing yet to suggest anything is advancing as Palace plan to keep hold of Wharton for another year. But then you got to remember something, you know. You got to remember something. Would Wharton even go there when they've got Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo plays in the pivot as well? Like, where are you going to play, bro? If you come to United, you might start. This could be a Belieber and Wharton start. So would you even go there, bro? If it's a Man United and Chelsea thing, are you even going to go there? That's what you got to look at. but we're both in there. We're both front runners. It's up to him. We'll see, innit? If we spend the money. Like I said, Ben Jacobs spoke about it already. Believers on that list as well. And we had this as well a few days back as well. I showed you like this from the Standard. This is from like Taboo and that, the Brentford guys and that. And they were saying this. Ruben Amorim is desperate for a new man. Adam Wharton is of interest. Belieber and Hoyman. That was our main targets. Man United have a 3-man dream shortlist for a new midfielder in the summer. Amorim is looking to bolster his squad with an athletic, dynamic midfielder before Monday's deadline. And it said Adam Wharton, Sporting's Hoyman is admired, and obviously Belieber. Belieber early in August emerged as his top target. However, after the talks and they said he's not for sale, we've got Hoyman in that list, we've got Wharton, etc. So, bro, we could do that. We could do that. And obviously, look, Fabian Hirschler was confident. Look at him. He said 100% confident Belieber will remain a Brighton player once the transfer window closes. So we knew that he's not going to go nowhere, bro. So that came out a few days ago talking about Wharton and Man United. Ben Jacobs came out a few days ago, 28th, Wharton and Man United. And then today, we've got news about Wharton and Man United. So things are brewing, man. Things are brewing. Ben Jacobs is the most reliable. He's way more reliable than Standard News, whatever, or MEN. But he's brought us up into this. So the more reports that come out, something might be brewing in the background. Who knows? But Chelsea are in there as well. I just can't see him going to Chelsea. Unless he's a Chelsea fan or something, I can't see him going. They've got 2 DMs, Lavia Caicedo, and they've got other men that can play in that pivot. Enzo, that it was Kendry Paez, and all of these other names. They got bare people, Santos. They got names galore. So I just can't see it happening. But that's Ben Jacobs. So Ben Jacobs is reliable, isn't it? And he's saying that Palace are going to hold on for another year. So even the January thing is a bit mad. January, I don't think January is going to happen. I'll be real. I think the January thing's a bit gas, though. That's a bit of a gas. But we'll see what happens with that, man. We'll see what happens with that. Let me get a few of these comments and I'll get into the next stuff. But Adam Wharton, man, he's a baller, man. I don't click on the United Standard all these days. But look at who we signed. 19 goal, Wissa, Watermaid, potential. Elanga, who has been classed. Ramsey is a baller. Theo unknown, and Ramsdale is shit. Elanga's been pony for you lot though. NUFC, don't do that. Come on. I've seen your fans saying this guy has been trash since he's come. I don't think he's kicked on yet. Obviously, Elanga is cold. And the way you lot are building up your front line, it's like a counter-attack thing. Anthony Gordon, Elanga, and Wissa, that's a good counter-attack. That's definitely a good free. No way anyone can hate on that. But he has been trash over there. I don't think Elanga's been good since he's come. That Theo guy, yeah, I don't really know about him. Ramsey, I don't really rate Ramsey personally, but I think a lot of people say he's a baller. Me personally, I don't really rate him. I think he's okay. The Theo's unknown, Ramsdale shit. Yeah. Wissa, out of all of that, I like Wissa. 19 goals, no penalties. He's solidified. Watermaid, you don't really know. Elanga will come good. He's got the pace as well. He thinks he's the fastest guy in the Prem. Ramsey, I don't really rate him, but he'll be all right. You get it? And obviously, it's depth, innit? If Joe Linton and all these guys don't play Tonali, you've got another guy. Ramsdale's pony, definitely. And Di Maria is the worst signing. No, I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about in this list. If we're going back to Di Maria's and that, come on, bro. We'll be here forever. Di Maria, Sanchez, there's loads of them, bro. That were just terrible. In this list here, with the bomb squad, plus Lindelof and Højlund, I think Sancho is the worst, mate. But yeah, even you're saying Sancho second. It's got to be bad. 100%. Is Man United going in the Champions League next year? Adam will come. Oh, if we get the Champions League, you reckon Adam Wharton will come, yeah? Wharton and Belieber will be the dream. Yeah, that would be madness. That would be cold. With all due respect, Ramsey, needle moves. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Elanga, because of the pace, if they're trying to play counter-attack, he might make sense. Remember, Ragnick was playing them with us when we were playing counter-attack. But when we're trying to break down teams, forget about it. See Newcastle, you're going to try to break down some teams sometimes because you're going to have that fear, especially at St. James Park. Elanga's not your guy. But when it comes to counter-attacking, you're nice. Remember, Ragnick was benching Rashford for Elanga. Benching Rashford, and he was scoring some goals on counter-attacks. We're playing Wolves and all these teams. But when it came to breaking down teams, this guy cannot break down nothing, bro. Literally, it's just like Garnacho and that. Like, they try 1-2 skills, it don't happen. They just try to use their pace. So yeah, man, that was it. But that's it with Elanga. But I don't think he's been all that this season though. But it's just like Belieber, innit? Belieber started off thing as well. Belieber started off bad this season, and so has Elanga, I reckon. Anyway, that's my opinion. Wharton doesn't really suit Chelsea. I don't know where he will fit. I don't know where he will fit, bro. I don't know where would he fit at Chelsea. They've got so much players there in that position that they play a pivot or two. They got Lavia and Caicedo with the DMs. They've got Enzo, and Andre Santos. They've got another geezer as well. I can't remember his name. They've got so much players for every position, bro. Where would the guys fit? I don't know, bro. Should have bought Joe Bellingham before he went Dortmund did. I don't know about him too much, you know. I've never seen him play properly. I've seen little highlights. He looks a bit like Jube a bit, but I've never seen him properly to know and sit there and say, yeah, he's dope. Langa's very one-dimensional footballer who offers a lot of pace in a counter-attacking system. Exactly. When it comes to counter-attacking, you're not going to have fun, bro. I'm telling you. Newcastle, you're going to like him still. But when it comes to breaking down teams that sit back, trash. And even the other day, Elanga came off the bench. Was it for Leeds? I think it was. Oh, my days. That was a stinker. NUFC, let me know. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Let me know, please. Was that a stinker or not for Elanga? And since he's come, I don't think he's done much. I'll be real. But like I said, when it comes to counter-attacking, when you play the big teams, he will ball out. But when you're trying to break down these Leeds and these Burnleys and these Evertons, and especially teams that come to St. James Park that are going to sit back, it's going to be a bit hard, bro. I'll be real. It's going to have to be a ball over the top. Hands down, Sancho, the worst signing we've made in the last 5 years. Easy, mate. Exactly. It'll be a long list match. Sancho let us down. Yeah. Did you not see the report that came out today about Sancho? Chelsea, Todd Bowley came out and said it. Oh, my days. Bro, my man's chatting to, what's her name? Sweetie. Late at night and that. Going to Los Angeles to link her and all of that. He's doing madnesses. Crazy, bro. Have you not seen this? I don't know if it's true or not, but look at this, guys. This is madness. Todd Bowley came out apparently and said this about Sancho. Look, Todd Bowley's quotes on Jadon Sancho and Chelsea's decision not to sign him. Todd Bowley, Chelsea president, blah, blah, blah. We had an agreement to buy him for 20 million euros, but last season the player missed several training sessions, including a match at the stadium. He spent the night chatting with his girlfriends, slept during the day, and then whenever he had 2 days off, he went to Los Angeles to visit his beloved. That's why we chose to pay the penalty. Man's going flying out to link Saweetie, bro. This is madness. Joe comes with a lot of problems off the pitch. His parents and agent can be a handful. I think Elanga is good, yeah, but he's not been that good so far. But I don't like the word needle mover. It seems more of a name term over a quality term. On the tier of Kobe, but the young players need to play every game. Yeah, it's true. Example, Casemiro, needle mover. Kobe Manu is a 5 times the player. What you mean? No, when you say needle mover, yeah, let me tell you something. It's like Chelsea, yeah? Chelsea have got into the Champions League. They need to go and get a needle mover, someone that is going to be raw. Look, Chelsea have just... Oh, is it? It's fake, yeah? Is it fake? Romano, no way. Is it fake for real? Let me see. Where's Fabrizio? Is it fake, the Sancho thing? Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of news today because all the transfers, so it's not just going to be calm. You should be able to... Yeah, there it is. It's fake. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's madness, bro. Imagine that, brother. That would have been mad. But let me tell you something about needle mover anyway, yeah? I'm going to leave it on the Onana stuff. For whoever's just come in, you can see. Yeah, cool. Needle mover. When I mean that, I mean, like, look at Chelsea, yeah? Chelsea have got into the Champions League with the first time with Maresca. They're ready to kick on. They're trying to win the league this season. You've got 90 million. You can go and buy Rodrigo, Rafael Leao, or someone mad, yeah? Why this guy was chatting shit, man? Why you keep chatting shit? What cooker do you have? As it is similar kitchen layout and we change the cooker. ITN, man, you're gemming it, man. You're not funny today, big man. Guy's gemming it. But anyways, let me get into it. He's needle. So Chelsea have just got 90 million, yeah, to spend on a winger. Go get Rafael Leao, Rodrigo, someone that's going to be like, raw. That left wing is mad. And then obviously, who plays left wing now? Is it Estavio? Not Stavio, Neto. So imagine Rafael Leao or Rodrigo on the left wing, and then you got Neto behind him. That's a needle mover. Because now you've got two people fighting for position, but they've got Neto as left wing. Who have they gone and got? Gittins from Dortmund that hasn't scored a goal in 8 months, and Garnacho. You spent 90 million on Gittins and Garnacho to be battling with that left wing spot with Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto still starts. He still starts every game. That's what I'm trying to say by needle mover. You've got to get someone that comes straight into the team and that gives you, he goes into the team straight away. So they've got to battle it. You get what I'm trying to say to you? That's a needle mover. You see, right now, we're playing Bruno in midfield, yeah? If Bruno was still as a 10, where he should be playing, Cunha and Mbeumo are needle movers, where Bruno might have to get benched sometimes now. Because, we got Cunha and Mbeumo. That's what I mean by it. You get players that have to start, so they're battling it out. You know who does the most needle movers in the Prem? Man City, Turkey, Mamouche. They've got so much players that are fighting for different positions. Look at their wingers. Savino, Doku, Oscar Bob. Bro, it's too crazy. Mamouche plays as a winger now as well. Like Foden, you can't keep up. Do you know what I'm saying? As a 10, you got Foden, you got Bernardo Silva, you got Mamouche can play there. You got Turkey. Bro, they are the team that does it but they got so much players that they don't know what to do. And I think Pep is done. I'll be real with you, though. That's what I think. So that's what I mean by needle mover. What's his name? What's that geezer called? What's the geezer called that they got in midfield that I said I don't really rate? Is it Rodgers? Not Rodgers. What's the other geezer called? Ramsey. Ramsey is not a needle mover. He doesn't go in that midfield. He doesn't take no one out their spot. You lot signing Ramsey, it's more for depth. But no one comes out of their spot. No one sits there and goes, Tonali, boy, he's got to watch himself. You think Tonali, Jimenez, or Joe Linton are going to bed thinking, oh no, Ramsey might, the manager might start Ramsey over me tomorrow. No. He's more chilling with Joe Willock and them and there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by needle mover. Do you understand? A man that's going to give you, for your position, you're going to think, this guy might actually take me out of my position. And he's better than me. That's what I mean by it still. Free Kobe. Big up Metch. Big up yourself, man. AP. Turkey. Is not a needle mover. You say you're not rating Turkey. But that's what I'm saying. He's better. But bro, Turkey's gone in there and he was playing. Foden was on the bench. No one even says anything. But when it's us, Kobe, Mainu, everyone's making it a big thing. But Foden's on the bench. They don't even play him. He comes off the bench. Oli Mamouche and Haaland are needle movers. Gittins disappeared. This is what I'm saying. This geezer ain't scored a goal in 8 months. Bruno can't lead. We need a culture change. Bro, but Bruno's doing what he needs to do, bro. Man keep coming in talking about Bruno. Bruno, when you look at the stats, bro, Bruno has won the most positions in midfield and created the most chances in the league. How? It doesn't even make sense. The man's created the most chances in the league and he's won the most possession in the 8. It doesn't even make no sense, brother. It doesn't make no sense. Everyone's dissing him. He has to go. We should have took the 100 million. The man's won the most possession in the league. How? What are we doing here? Let me show you. I back up everything I say, brother. How does this make any sense? Tell me. We've got to bench this guy. This guy's the problem, apparently, yeah? Let me show you that. This is the problem, this geezer, yeah? How does this make any sense? Look at this. Shots on target. No, not that one. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Look at this, guys. Possessions won in the league. Bruno Fernandes has won the most possession the most times in the Premier League so far this season. So he can't fit that position in the 8, 6, whatever. But he's won the most possession. He's not got no legs. It doesn't suit him, blah, blah, blah. And on top of that, so he's won the most possessions. And then what's he done with the possession that he's won? He's created the most chances. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? Come on, man. Man's got to rate Bruno, man. Put someone next to him that's got legs, man. And then we'll see something. He's won the most possession and created the most chances. What are we doing here? like Sancho was exactly a needle mover signing, but he was shit. But if you signed Jacob Murphy from us, you would have gave. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's true. I know what you're saying by that one still. But you would never know though. But you can only judge the needle mover from the beginning, and then it turns out to be whatever it turns out to be. Do you get it? That's what I'm trying to say. But you can only judge it from what they are before. So Sancho coming from Dortmund and coming into that right wing when we've got Elanga or something, we're looking at it like, raw. Of course, a needle mover because he starts now. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say if you're buying players that start or depth, everyone that we've bought starts more time. Apart from the Diego Leon kid, Sesko starts, Mbumo starts, Cunha starts, and who else do we get? Lammens should start. But it's just because he's young, we might have to bed him in a little bit, but he should start. You know what I mean? They are both not needle movers. Sancho's another big name luxury. So yeah, you know what it is? Our old model, you should just buy anyone that's got a name. Casemiro, Anthony's. So to us, it would have been needle movers at the time because it's better than what we got. But when you actually look at football now and watch people and you know that the price don't mean nothing and you look at the projects and who you got to get that fits into a certain thing, you'll understand that. At the time, he probably wasn't. Who signed him? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. With all Myrtle and them in there. They were doing some rubbishness that time. Højlund, Mount, Anthony, Ten Hag off for Bruno to out of position and still run the stats. He needs to be set free in the 10 position because we've got finishers now. This is what I'm saying, but he's still creating the most chances. So you're saying in the 10 position, but he's still doing what he needs to do in a position that he's not even happy at. I remember you signed him. Everyone was hyped up saying big, best English right winger, better than Saka. Yeah, that's how it always goes, though. I don't remember. I didn't gas him up, but that's how it always goes. I guess it's not Bruno then. Free Bruno. I'm telling you, man. But it's not even just Bruno. We've got stats all over the place that look good. All of our stats look good. Our window has been depth. Our 11 is already a top 6 team, in my opinion. The depth helps us play in Europe as well. Okay, I hear it. I was very skeptical thinking about Bundesliga stats won't automatically translate to the EPL because it's quite predictable. After all, at Chelsea failed. Yeah, remember, Bundesliga hasn't been nice to the Prem. We've had Nkunku, Havertz, Mamouche has come. He's looked a bit lively, but he ain't really done too much yet. But we still got to give it time. Ekatike looks like a kind of a hit at the moment. But all these guys, we've got to give them time and we'll see. You get me? But yeah, man, let me summarize a few of this news as well. That was the midfielders. I showed you a lot about. What should I show you? What did I not show you a lot about? All right, with the midfielders. I showed you about Wharton, the Wharton stuff. Remember, every time there's no news, I always bring up the Gallem. I always watch the Gall's football. We signed this little gal. We've done a swap-see with Clinton. If you watch the girls, you'll understand. She's a baller, apparently. Park, I don't watch her because she's Man City. But Clinton, I don't know why we're swapping Clinton. She looks all right. But yeah, that's a little deal done for that one there. This is the bomb squad. Andre, Onana, and Bayende. They're meant to be going. One of them is meant to be going anyway. The Turkish league's there. The Saudi league is there as well. It's still open to the 26th of September, the Saudi league. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, I told you a lot about the Onana stuff. Trabzonspor, whoever that is, they're a Turkish team, have contacted Man United over a loan deal over on Andre Onana. That's the main news for now. This loan deal, I don't know what's going to happen with it. I don't know if it's even true, but it's coming out to be everywhere. Everyone's posted about it. So I don't know if the link's even true. Is it a good link or is it just gas? But Trabzonspor, they were in for buying there originally, apparently. And then now they've changed and they're going for Andre Onana because Bayern's playing every game. So I don't know these guys. Hassan, Tunsul, 61 Sat. I don't know these guys, man. But this guy's meant to be someone that, look, he works for Trabzonspor, whatever. He works for them. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with that, man. I've showed you the stats. The stats are looking mental, man. Like the way we're moving in this thing, I don't know how we ain't won no games. We're not winning a lot of games. It's just goals. Then we had this about Fabrizio. He spoke about the freedom fighter a bit more. And he just said basically the details of the loan move. This is 4 hours ago. He's still on YouTube breaking down stories about stuff. He's still out here. And he said, Man United will cover 20% of the salary of Jadon Sancho. Aston Villa will cover 80%. Man United will have some bonuses linked to the performance of Jadon Sancho and to the performances of Aston Villa. So Man United can also generate some more money apart from the loan fee for Sancho. Between Sancho and Man United, it's completely over for present and future. Nothing will happen anymore. It's over. And they've already said their goodbyes. So Sancho and United, forget about it. So basically, when his loan finishes, his contract is finished with us. His contract is done. We could give him a 1-year extension, but why would we do that? It wouldn't even make no sense to do that. So once his contract is up, it's done. So Villa, you lot can pay him 80% of his wage. We're going to pay 20%. But look at that. If Aston Villa start winning some games, they're paying us more money because of the bonuses, etc. And they paid us a loan fee as well. So we got money for him. They're paying majority of his wage. And we can still get more money if they're being successful. Aston Villa as a club, their performances, etc. If Jadon probably plays like 10, scores like 10 goals or something, blam. So it's done. Remember, some people were sitting there and saying he might come back. We might trigger that 1-year extension. Why would we? All we've got to do is pay him 270, and we're probably going to sell him for about 10 million anyway. There's no point. You might as well just let the guy go, and that's what it seems like. He's going to go after that loan deal. He's a free agent. Sancho, you can go wherever you want to go. Whoever's going to pay you the money can pay you the money. That's it. I don't even know if he's going to start, bro, because I look at their team, and they've got that Gussan guy. Gussan. Who else have they got over there? Who else has Villa got at their team? I know they got that Gussan geezer. They got Harvey Elliott. Is he even going to start? Let me show you, look, Villa right now. Look at this. Is this geezer even going to start here, bro? Is this geezer even going to start? Is Sancho going to get into this team? I don't think so. Mallen's on the right. You can change Mallen with who? Who else? What? Harvey Elliott. Cool. Then where does Sancho start? Because this Gussan guy is meant to be a baller. So he's certified. He's got his spot. Morgan Rogers ain't going nowhere. Harvey Elliott, that's basically an obligation. So he's staying for the foreseeable. So they're going to want to keep him happy. So where does he start? What? You're going to bench Gussan, who is their outlet. And what? And then remember, they play John McGinn there as well sometimes on the left wing, you know. Sometimes they play John McGinn. So I don't know where Sancho even plays, man. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's just say he plays there anyway and he starts. Bro, he's got to be... I can't see him being that winger. The winger that they want him to be. Because remember, they usually got wingers like Liam Bailey and all of these proper wingers. Like, who's the other guy that they used to have? Musa Diaby, Liam Bailey. They got proper wingers. I can't see it happening, bro. But it is where it is. We'll see. And then we got our team, obviously. This is how I'm going to set up. For City, obviously, Cunha has come out and said that Cunha is training again on, he's doing upper body. So his injury ain't that bad. It's not as bad as we initially thought. If we thought that it was going to be super bad, because obviously he's touching his hamstring. When you touch a hamstring, you know it's terrible. You're going to be gone for months, etc. 3 months minimum. My man is already in the gym, working upper chest and all of that. So it can't be that bad. So Cunha could be back very soon. Who knows? He might make the game. For what we know, he could make the game. But this came out yesterday, look, 23 hours ago. Understand, Matheus Cunha's injury isn't as serious as first feared after initial scans. 26-year-old did some light upper body work today. Man United have agreed for him to stay and recover in Carrington. Extent or exact type not known yet. So we don't know yet how long he's actually going to be gone for. He might be back for the Chelsea game, bro. Or he might be back for the Brighton game, for all we know. So we'll see what happens, man. Big up Cunha. Mount isn't even coming up as injured. Mount, everywhere you look at Mount, he's not even coming up as injured, mate. Literally. You can look at the Man United and Man City game that's coming up and they show you everyone that's injured. I'll show you that now. He's not even in this. Let me take myself off the screen so you can see the full thing. Look at that. He's not even in this, bro. So Mount's not coming up as injured. He might have had a little knock on the day, but they said, yeah, he's cool. So it looks like Mount's okay. Mount, we got a boost from Mount. Cunha's injured, but like I just showed you, look, we don't know how long Cunha is injured for. So he might be back very soon. He's doing upper body already, which is dope. So yeah, so when it comes to Manchester City, I don't know who's going to start there. I don't know. But I'm going to show you like my team in a minute and who I think we should start when it comes to Man City. But yeah. Definitely want Sesko to start. I'll tell you that for free. Team builder. Definitely need Sesko to start, bro. I'll tell you that for free. So cool. This will be my lineup. Look at this, guys. Cunha's injured. Let's say he's injured. We'll go for Sesko. Mount. Ooh. Mount's a different one. You know what? I'll go like this. I'll go. Put Bruno Fernandes there. What's going on there? I'll go. This is how I'll go. Bruno Fernandes, Kobe Mainoo, Casemiro, Dorgu, and I'm not playing Luke Shaw. I'll play Mazarari. I'm probably switch these two like that. That's my team for City. That's how I'm going out there. I wouldn't throw Lammens in the deep end. I know a lot of people are saying we bought him to be number one, throw him in the deep end. I wouldn't throw Lammens in the deep end. I wouldn't do it, man. That can scar you, bro. That could scar you for a long time. He goes there and has a shit show. It's mad. Obviously, they'll probably play Donnarumma, but mate, I don't know. What have I missed, G? I'll summarize it in a minute. Don't worry, Velko, I got you. I don't see us extending that contract. Getting off the wage bill is more beneficial than being petty. Exactly. And that's what Fabrizio's just said. He just said, it's done. He's already said his goodbyes. He's going there on a loan for a year. Then he knows it's going to be done. He can pick the litter now. He can say, yeah, I want to go to whatever team that wants him. He gets a big bonus for signing. And he's nice. Big up Sancho for him. He's finessed the thing. He can go out there, but he's definitely one of the worst signings we've had. They signed Elliot and gave him number 9. That's woke. Number 9 for Elliot. That's mad. That's crazy. Bro, Sancho don't take football serious. To him, it's just money. I don't think he's going to be phased, even if he don't start. Bro, it's true, isn't it? He's getting his money regardless. I think Cunha will play against City, but as a substitute. Bro, he said he's doing upper chest. He still needs time. If we hear that he's back on grass next week, then I know he might be able to play, but I don't think he's back on grass yet. It's upper chest, so it's early days. You know what I mean? Mitch, have you gotten in the news what was said about Sancho of how lazy he is? No, that's fake. I saw that, and I pull it up, but then it's fake. Fabrizio spoke about it. So yeah, man, what are you lot saying about this lineup though for City? What are you lot saying? I think Fernandes needs to go back up. Even though Fernandes, like I've just showed you lot, this geezer's a different kettle of fish. He's won the most possession in the midfield and he's created the most chances. I still think you put him up to 10, especially against someone like City, when you got Ahmad on the wing, Dorgu on the wing, he's going to feast. So what do you not think about this 11 against Manchester City, bro? I think this is our best 11, to be honest. But if you put Cunha in there, you have to put Cunha in there. With Cunha in there, this is our best 11. So maybe Cunha switch with Fernandes, and obviously Fernandes has to either get out Casemiro or Mainoo. But him and Casemiro ain't been having bad games together, to be real. But I think this is the lineup, man. I think this is what we need to go off. Mount sprained ankle. I think he's closer. Let Cunha come on second half, 65th minute. I don't think Cunha's going to start, you know. Mitch, I think Xerxes can start and Bruno goes back into the 8. Then Xerxes gets subbed off halfway. Then he shifts up in the 10 and Mainoo makes to the 8. Okay. As a 10. You're saying Xerxes start as a 10 then? Because we need an outlet, bro. Manchester City are bad at the moment, bro. They can't deal with that ball over the top. Someone like Sesko who's got speed, that's what we need. We don't need someone like Xerxes that's kind of slow. We need someone with speed. We just need bare speed merchants. Because, bro, they're doing this high line thing and they can't even handle it. They can't handle it, bro. And Donnarumma stays off his line. He stays on his line, bro. He's not doing the sweeper keeper thing. So if you do a high line on City and you got Donnarumma, he's not coming off that line there, brother. I'm telling you that for free. Mitch, I think Xerxes can say, yeah, Sancho will go to the MLS. Yeah, it's crazy. We have got best team. Say use Kobe Mainoo had minutes. Xerxes. Yeah, I don't think Xerxes, if he plays in the 10, he can't be up front. We have to play Sesko and Boomer. We need the speed. On transition, bro, you've seen them struggling, City, bro. The defense ain't on it, man. They can't handle it. On transition, anyway, you can't handle it. So that's what I think is a good team, man. Why are you not rating Mount? I think he's coming like a new signing, bro. Mount is cold. Let me tell you something. Mount is cold, and when he came off Burnley, he was a whole intensity drop, but I'm not sure he's going to start. I'm trying to be realistic. He had a little knock. They're not saying he's injured, but I'm not 100% sure he's going to start. If this was my dream team, Cunha will be in it, of course. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Manchester City and saying, realistically, if Mount and Cunha are not fit to start, how do you start? This is how I would go. Xerxes could be in there and you drop Fernandes, but bro, I would rather go like this. Control the middle with Mainu, you know what I mean? And hit them on transition. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Transition, they can't handle it, bro. Sesko and Mbumo, Ahmad on the wing, Dorgu, bro, Man City, I think they're cooked. I think Pep, everyone's realised these things and it's easy for everyone now. I swear to you. I don't think there's no way back. But we'll see, bro. And Euro on the left, not sure. Yeah. I wouldn't play Shaw. Nah, man. I like Shaw, but I'm like, I don't mind him as a backup, but I wouldn't start him. That's my thing with Shaw, man. Someone like Haaland as well, I wouldn't trust Shaw. Do you know what I'm saying? Shaw he's a bit, you just never know with Shaw. It's not like he gives us 100% every game where it's like, yeah, Shaw was a baller. That's more Euro, De Ligt. De Ligt's won the most aerial duels. So if they try to do that ball over the top, because Donnarumma can't pass for nothing. If you don't know Donnarumma, wait till you see, mate. Donnarumma cannot pass for anything, bro. So if he starts doing that long ball, De Ligt's won the most aerial duels, him and Van Dijk. De Ligt's won the most aerial duels. So he will deal with my man. He will deal with Haaland, but you need someone else next to him, like Mazraoui, that knows how to play smartly. Luke Shaw, I don't know, man. I'm not really sure, man. Especially with the wingers as well. Might give us some problems, man. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, De Ligt surprised me this season, man. I can't lie. He's been dilly, man. Look at De Ligt. Him and my man have been moving proper. Look at De Ligt. Look at De Ligt. Let me show you, look. The most aerial duels is won by him and Van Dijk. The Dutch connection. Madness. Eric Lamela is now coaching Sanchez in Sevilla. What the fuck is going on? I don't think you understand me. I said Xerxes plays alongside Mbumo. Yeah, I said that. 10. The 10. You want Xerxes in the 10, right? Bruno in the 8 alongside Casemiro. Then I said Mainu gets subbed on for Xerxes and Fernandes shifts up next to Mbumo. Yeah. You want Xerxes to start in the 10, Fernandes in the middle, and then obviously Mainu comes on for. I get what you're saying. And you see, I like Benjamin Sesko, Kobe. It's lucky he's tapped. To me, this formation don't work at all. It's for a team who dominates their league, not a team fighting to get back to the top. Bro, you just never know, bro. Like I said, we're first in every single metric you can think of, bro. It must be working to a degree. From time we're having every shot on goal, everything. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so it must be working to a degree. We're just not finishing our dinner, bro. We had 22 shots against Arsenal, 26 shots against Burnley or something, Fulham. Bro, come on, man. It's got to be working to a degree. Do you understand? So I don't know, but look at that, brother. Man saying that you don't think the formation works. How can we be on top of all of these lists? Every single one of these lists. We've had total shots, expected goals, but you see us, bro, because we're not putting the ball in the back of the net, and then we draw or we lose. It's everywhere. It's not working. Amri now, everyone goes mad because it's Manchester United. You have to win games. This is what happens. But if this was any other manager, this was Iriola or something, or any other manager in the Prem, everyone be giving him the props. Look at how he's coaching them. Look at what they're doing. They're first on everything. And this is on the Premier League website. Anyone wants to despite it, let me know and I'll show you. Any other manager doing this, Crystal Palace, everyone be talking about Glasner. He's doing a madness. Look at him. He's coaching the life out of them. If this was Newcastle, Eddie Howe, he's the best manager ever. Look what he's doing. Bro, come on, bro. It's just because we're not putting the ball in the back of the net. That's it. Shots on target, we've had the same amount as Chelsea, but we just ain't scored as much goals as them. This is what I'm saying to you. This is what we're dealing with. We just need to get more clinical. It looks like it's working. How can you sit there and say the system ain't working? Think about it. People are sitting there and saying the system's not working, change it. And you've got everything to a T. We're winning second, balls first, everything, brother. Look at this. Alex Crook is hammering out. Alex Crook tells you, he says, I'm hammering out. I don't like hammering. Look at that. Look at the bottom. I'm not a fan of the manager showhorning players into his system, but missed chances are not on him. Just being sent these stats, Man United's conversion rate, 22 shots against the best defence in the league last season. 22 shots, 0 goals. 10 shots against Fulham, 1 goal. 28 shots against Grimsby, 2 goals. 26 shots against Burnley, 3 goals. Look at that, bro. We're top of everything. More or less, we're in there. Come on, man. It's not the system, bro. It's not the system, man. We just need to start finishing our dinner. We're having so much shots and we're just missing. Ahmad missed the open goal. Cunha was one-on-one, took shots at Raya, straight to him. You know what I mean? Like it's just luck right now, man. It will come. I don't think it's the formation. Our only problem is intensity, consistency, and being more clear. Exactly. Being more clinical, the intensity will drop off after a while. And after that, we've had all our shots already. So we will have like 40 minutes going mad at a team having 30 shots. Well, not 30, but you know what I mean? 10 shots. Like, look at Burnley. We should have been 4 or 5-0 up at half time. And in the second half, it's fell apart. Intensity's dropped. Cunha's come off. Mount's come off. And then now we're like the worst team in the world. But if we scored 3 goals in the first half, we're chilling. This is what we need to be doing. People say it's formation. You need to understand it's not the formation because this formation allows you to play multiple formations. I don't think anyone who understands this isn't even Amrin's team. We've got some man we need to get rid of. But the midfield defense can't cope. That's why you are 9. You ain't 9 points team. My team worse, to be honest. That's why you ain't 9 out of 9 points. My team worse, to be honest. But we will come back. Don't worry. Yeah. I don't see the midfield. The midfield, 100%. We need to build it up, and we need a player in there that's got more pace, etc. That's to get to the top. No one ain't sitting there and saying we're going to win the league, and that's because we know we got the midfield, goalkeeper. We've got a few spots, but bro, we should be up that table right now with the amount of shots we've had. With Carell teams, Arsenal never had a sniff. 1 set piece they scored, that was it. They barely done anything, literally. You know what I'm trying to say? The same thing they done to Liverpool is what they basically done to us. They never done anything the whole game, and we was onto them. Everyone said we should have won the game, etc. It's crazy, bro. But first half of Fulham, we missed the penalty. Cunha hit the post, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Leno saved it. Brother, it's every game. We're just having the same stuff. Grimsby, we had 28 shots. Sitter at the end of the game, De Ligt missed it. Like, it's just mad, but we'll get there. As long as everything is working, like I've showed you, we'll get there in the end. It is what it is, bro. You understand? Bruno has high stats, but they're all over the pitch. If he could do the same level of running, tackles, etc., within a centre midfield, and then he could be there. Yeah, exactly. If he done all that in the centre, then it'll be even more madder. But bro, for him to even have that stat there, where he's won the most possession, and on top of that, he's won the most possession, and look at that, and he's created the most chances. It's crazy. Man's won the most possession in the league and created the most chances. That is madness, bro. You wouldn't expect that from Bruno. I hope Amrin can develop Dorgu more. He has very potential, can be profited. Yeah, elite win back. Amrin is getting us to the net, but the players just need to pull it in the net. Exactly. You need smart players to play in positions, and you have to be able to do more than one job. Big up yourself, Rasmus, man. I hope you're good. Why Antwerp angry at Lammens? I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to do a little summarize in a second. Don't worry. Our chances will increase on Manchester City. Trap them. Man City, bro, I think we're going to beat them, bro. I don't rate them. I don't rate Man City, bro. I swear to you. They've lost 2 games in a row. No one ain't even talking about them. That's what happens. No one's talking about them. And the fact they got Donnarumma, who cannot pass, that is the worst. That's the most less Man City player I've ever seen. He can't pass, bro. He's going to have to boot the ball, and they're not even good at second balls. It's crazy. You may not be winning much this season, but we're going to have a high alert once we click. I'm so angry that my guest was right about Ineos dragging goalkeeper signing, so they won't have to sign a midfielder. This window has been a big L without signing a midfielder. I don't think it's been a big L. I wouldn't go that far, man. Big L was crazy, bro. We've got rid of the whole bomb squad, bro. We've signed a few players that have definitely upgraded our team. I know a midfielder is a big spot, but I wouldn't say it's a big L, though. I would call it an 8. You get it? I know a lot of people are angry and coming on their shows and chatting rubbish and bro. I think we got the midfield. So everyone is saying it's a big L and it's a 5 or 4. So a midfielder, what makes it a 10? How do you go from a 4 to a 10 for one signing? That doesn't really make sense, does it? How can you go from a 4 to a 10 from one signing? That doesn't make sense. Come on, man. Let's be real. So I don't think it's an L, Rasmus. I'll be real. I think it's an 8 out of 10. Midfielder would have just put the cherry on the top, and then we would have been top 4. We have to get top 4. Now we're still like, we got an excuse. Oh, we ain't got a midfielder. The goalkeeper needs to settle in, blah, blah, blah. If we finish top 8, okay, no problem. But we had a midfielder like a Belieber and a goalkeeper that was settled. Like I say, like we had a Martinez or something that went in straight away. He knew the league already. Everyone there sitting there saying top 4. Amrin, we need top 4. You know what I mean? We can beat City 3-0. I can see it. Well, we'll see, man. City are whack as fuck. We're definitely going to win. I hope we win. I hope. You just never know what will happen, but I can see us winning, but I just don't rate them. Even if it's not us, any team they play, even Wolves. Wolves played them and had few chances, bro. I don't know if you watched the Wolves game. They had a few chances and then they got wiped 3-0. But City never looked stable, bro. Especially when it's elite, when it's runners. When you got runners, they don't look stable. Minte and Mitoma cooking the life out of them the other day. When you got runners, they're not stable. Bro, remember, they got Ait Nouri, you can't really defend. Ruben Diaz, come on, this guy, people are gassing him up. He ain't even all that. John Stones, slow. Ruben Diaz, slow. Who's the other guy? Mateus Nunes. This guy is one of the biggest bozos. Every time he makes a mistake. Last time we played him at Etihad, he fouled Ahmad, remember, for no reason and gave him the penalty. And then what else did he do? He done something else as well. I can't remember. And then the other day, he gave Brighton the penalty for the handball. Come on, man. We're going to have fun over there, man. People are saying Big L window. They're all United stand supporters. Goldbridge been doing this to all these viewers. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I don't think it's an L, though. 100%. I don't think it's a big L. We signed actual quality. The players, yeah, man. Now, come on, man. Look at what we've done, but we've got rid of players and signed players. We couldn't get rid of no one. We had Glazer and them in there. Bundy's man saying Big L. I don't think it's a big L, Rasmus. I'll be real, man. I think it's about 8. I'll be real. But everyone's got their opinion, innit? You know what I mean? They're not feeling comfortable against team like United. If Benjamin Sesko, Xerxes, Dorgu, Fernandez, Mizrahi, trouble. We need a midfielder for sure. But last season, we had to address the biggest issue that was scoring goals. Exactly. Amrin, we trust. We believe in you, Sir Amrin. City defensively are easy to score against, especially in transition. Bro, they're playing the high line. And if they play Donnarumma, who does not run, he doesn't come off his line, bro. One, he's slow. He's got shit passes and he doesn't come off his line. I'm telling you, lot, you'll see. We'll have fun. If they play Trafford, he might come off his line. He makes a bit of good saves. Donnarumma's a good keeper. Don't get twisted. We might be in the same position that we've been in, where we're taking shots and we're just not scoring again. The keeper's playing too good. But, bro, we're going to have chances. And that's the thing about the City defense. You get chances, bro. Easily. Glory, Man United. Forever. Ruben Diaz, Munoz not feeling it. City's backline is so shaky. We can cut that backline easy, bro. Pep doesn't know where to play. His main man, Mamouche, isn't even a winger. Bro, it doesn't matter who they play. They just always look shaky anyway. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Whoever they play, Mamouche, Dorku, Savino, you just play the mid-block. They do 100 passes anyway. That's what Pep wants to do. He wants to do 100 passes. It's crazy, bro. Welcome to the biggest club in the world. Trafford is their best keeper. I feel bad for him because now he's going to get bench. Yeah, he's barely going to play. Trafford ain't playing for nothing. He went there at the worst time. He literally went there to be backup. And he could have went to a club and maybe Newcastle, he might have started over Pope a few days. You know what I mean? They could have had them, yo, you start this time. You start. They could have switched it up. But I don't know, man. It's each for their own, really, isn't it? Let me show you that. So let me go through the news, summarize, whoever's just come in the chat and show them what's happened. So Trabzonspor have contacted Man United over a potential loan deal for Andre Onana. This guy's never going to play. He's third choice now. He's been contacted. We might get rid of him. We'll see. This is some more stats. We're first at more or less everything or whatever. We're in there. But we're 9th in the table. We're only like 2 points away from Arsenal. Second balls. Man City can't win second balls. They've got so much weak players. Look at them. So if Donnarumma wants to boot in the air, the only people they got is like Haaland and probably Rodri that will be able to get like hold it up or something in the air. But we're top when it comes to the second ball. So when it bam bam, it's us. I don't know what he's doing, but we're definitely working towards something. And then it just goes to say it again. Sancho, blah blah blah. It's done. Let me just show you that the last second. Let me pause it. Look at this. Look at this last line. Between Sancho and Man United, it's completely over. It's done. Present and future, nothing more will happen. They've already said their goodbyes. Sancho and United, forget about it. He's gone on loan for a year and then his contract runs out. After his contract runs out after this year, see you later. Villa's paying 80 million. 80 million. I've gone mad. Villa's paying 80% of his wages and we're only covering 20%. And we can still make some more money from the bonuses linked to performances of Sancho and the performance of Villa. So we're getting money left, right, and centre for this Sancho deal. If Villa get in the Champions League or something, we might get some more money. If Sancho scores like 10 goals or something on assist, we will still get some more money. So that's the stuff about Sancho. We had this stuff about Sancho, about Todd Bowley, but apparently it's not true. So I deleted that. Mainu, he's definitely part of the future. Sir Jim Ratcliffe was also involved in the conversations about Kobe Mainoo's future. The player loves the club, is very happy but unhappy about his playing time. Interesting months ahead. If he plays, the situation will be okay. So he loves Man United. He's not going nowhere. Man United is a club he loves. He wanted to leave on loan because it's a World Cup year. He wants to play and get in the World Cup, right? So it's only right. So cool. And then Fabrizio obviously says that Onana is still got a good relationship with my man, but he's made it clear anyone that wants to play has to perform, basically. But he's still got a good relationship. This is fake. This is the same Todd Bowley stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Bruno Fernandes, he's won the most possession in that 8. So the same position that everyone is saying, this guy needs to leave. He's not all that. He can't fit in that position. He's won the most possession there and he's created the most chances in the whole league. Literally. Bruno, Guimaraes, they're all in there. Paqueta, Ed Anderson, Andre, bare DMs are in there and he's won more than all of them. Created more chances than majority of players out there as well. Different. Then we had this about Andre Onana earlier about he might go to Saudi Pro League as part of their shake-up. Blah, blah, blah. Buying there. This same team that just made a loan deal for Onana originally was in for buying there. That's why it's a bit all spooky. Because they've just lost their keeper, who is the captain for the club. So they've just lost their keeper, who is the captain for the club, for 33 million euros. And now they're looking at buying there or Onana. So we'll see what happens with that, man. Cunha, this came out yesterday that Cunha's injury isn't as serious as we first feared that it would be. We thought it was going to be bad. But it's not as serious as we first thought it was going to be. So Cunha could be on the bench for City. Who knows? You know what I mean? He could be there. But I think it's a bit too early. He's obviously doing gym work. He's working on himself. So, but he's only doing upper chest. So he started off early. So we'll see what happens, man. I don't know. He could be there. He could be at the game for City. He could be at the game for Chelsea. Chelsea's next, remember, guys. If it's not City, then it's Chelsea. So I don't know, man. But for me, I reckon then if we're going to go to City, this is the lineup that I will go with. If we're going to City without Cunha, and Mason Mount's meant to be injured as well, but it's not coming up no more that he's injured and it's not being said anywhere. But if we're going to go there, this is the lineup that I'm going to go with. Sesko up top, Fernandes in the 10, with Mbumo, Dorgu left back, Casemiro and Mainu in the middle, Ahmad on the right, Yoro, De Ligt, and Mazraoui. I don't know what Shaw's doing here. Mazraoui, but I'll probably play Mazraoui on the right and then play Lenny Yoro on the left, or whatever way. But that would be my team against City. Transition FC, hit them on the counter. They're trash when it comes to transitions. Everyone knows City are struggling at the moment. And I will play by in there. I wouldn't put Lammens in the heat. I wouldn't put Lammens on the heat. I'm not on that. I'll be real. I wouldn't put Lammens straight into the madness. I would give him a one, you get it, let him train with us for a little bit and then we see what happens. But I wouldn't put him straight into the thing. Yeah, he would have been better at Newcastle. 100% Trafford would have been better at Newcastle. Him going to City and then Donnarumma coming and taking over is a joke. And what happens with Ortega? Is Ortega gone? Where's Ortega? So what they got? Just 3 keepers. Metch, where do you reckon we finish at the end of the season? I'll say top 8 for right now. Top 8, man. We need to get in top 8. Obviously, I would want something better. I would want a top 5, but I reckon top 8, man. We should be in there. You get it? Let's see how it goes, man. Midfield linking our defenders and attackers right now. The midfield seems nothing happening there. Bruno playing there, dangerous. He takes too much risk, and we can see that he's risky pass. We do sometimes, it's true. 100% we do, but then sometimes his risk pays off. That's why he's created the most chances and he's won the most possession. But I know what you're saying. 100%, we need someone next to him that can hold it down a bit more. Do you get it? I also wanted to add that we've been through so many managers we gave one time. We also got to remember that the players have been here. Man is sacked. Yeah, it's true. Stick with Amorim. We've seen a style play. It will work if we give him time and patience. Key manager. Yeah, man. This guy, he's got us top of everything, man. All the stats. Like I said, what's his name? Alex Crook. He's Amorim out. He wants Amorim out of Man United. And he's come out and said, I'm not a fan of the manager show-horning players into his system, but missed chances are not on him. And look at the stats, mate. Arsenal, 22 shots, 0 goals. 10 shots, 28 shots. Grimsby, 26 shots, 3 goals. And then look at that, expected goals. We're basically joint top with Chelsea. Shots on target. We've got the same shots on target as Chelsea. But look at our conversion rate. Our conversion rate is 6.9. Chelsea's is 15.9. Arsenal scored 6 goals. 5 of them came against Leeds. And we've had more shots on target than them. And they've scored way more goals than us. This is what we're dealing with, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Big chances, we created 6. Touches in the opposition box. We've had 100 touches in the opposition box. So 100%, what you just said there about the manager and the system, bro, it will come. I still believe in it. Something can happen. I'm seeing certain things. It's just that we drop off, the intensity might drop, etc. But if we're scoring our chances when we're on top. Look at Burnley. We should have been 3-4 up at half time. Arsenal, we should have won minimum 2-1. Fulham, we could have been 3-0 up at half time. But all this could have, should have, would have ain't going to get you nowhere. So we have to bury the chances. Hopefully Sesko's ready to start, play your position and score some goals. You know what I mean? So we'll see. It takes years, but we want short-term success. One thing about Amorim, I hope he bins Onana now. If he talks to him, asks him for contract, if he had any legs in it, like, what the fuck is he on? Yeah. But what you're saying is, we already kind of know that Rasmus. He's already been Onana. Onana's only played a cup game. Bayern has played every game in the Prem. So he's already been Onana. But he doesn't play anymore, Onana. He played a cup game. You're the cup keeper. So it's already done. I think Bruno will be better than what we give him credit for. He's our best player. He just needs to get rid of the new role, learning to trust his teammates. We are buying young and experienced players. Sancho and Garnacho, 2 players about whom I can't ever say all the best, but great to see the back of them, 100%. Especially Sancho. Just need him out of here, bruv. Bruno is great, but not in midfield unless he stops taking these risky passes, which I can't see happening. Amorim needs to get rid of Onana before he costs him his job. Can't trust him in goal. Not even a CB trust him, 100%. They feel awkward with him. He also makes me nervous and end up stinking up the whole pitch. I don't think we should rush Cunha. We've got a good enough squad depth as the 10s are stacked. So we should prioritize recovery and bring him back slowly when he's ready. Yeah, it's true. I'm with that as well. That's why when I've set my team up and I've just showed you lot, my team hasn't even got Cunha in it. I'm not trying to rush him back. You can even change Mainu for Bruno for more midfield cover. Yeah, exactly. And put Xerxes on. That's what someone said. And plus, I don't get Amorim about how Mainu should fight Bruno for that position. He cannot play in the 6. He's still young. He's playing in the 8 though, isn't it? He's playing in the 8, but 100%. But Mainu's here for the future, man. I've just showed you lot Sir Jim Ratcliffe's quotes, bro. He's not going nowhere. They're looking at him and they've got a future plan for Mainu. Do you understand? Remember, Bruno Fernandes is going next summer, it looks like. This is what came out from Ben Jacob. He said, it looks like Bruno Fernandes, he shut down the talks about this year. That's what he told Saudi. He said, this year, I want to stay because we got the World Cup. But next year, he's open to leaving. So he might end up leaving next summer. If he leaves next summer, we go and get a Belieber or something, and then we get another guy that can be depth. Kobe, you're there you go. You've got your thing. know what I'm saying? So that's what might happen, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. So yeah, so that's some of the news there. We had Cunha, like I just showed you lot. He's training. We've got this first team doctor from Everton. Now he's joining us imminently. Ineos, basically, they own Nice, OG Nice, and they own Man United, but we haven't got the link with them yet. See how Strasbourg and Chelsea got the link where they'll buy a player and send one to the other team, etc. We ain't got that going on yet. He said, I don't think that's Man United's model. It's only since this year that we've been able to communicate with them regularly. We're in the early stages of a collaboration. Because he's saying, look, we consider some options like asking them to buy a player and loan him to us, but their priority was to sell. Because that's what Chelsea do, innit? They'll buy a player, loan him to Strasbourg, and then he comes to to Chelsea. That's what they do. So they're trying to set their thing up, but we're not ready yet. We're so far away from that. Sekou Kone, he's going to go into the first team now. Obviously, he's just coming back from injury. So yeah, big up him, man. Everyone knows he's cold as well. He's a good baller. We got him for cheap as well. He's due to play in the under-21 friendly soon, behind the scenes. And yeah, man, he's due to come into the first team. He's probably fifth with Mount, much better in attacking role. So he's fifth on the list when it comes to midfield. Obviously, we ain't got a lot of games, so he might not get to play all the time. But this is what I'm saying. Guys like this, we need to be putting teams to bed to be able to put him on. When you watch when you watch Arsenal against Leeds and they're bringing on that Max Dowman kid who's 15, 16, they can put him on because they're 5-0 up. We don't ever be 5-0 up. Every game we've played in the Prem, we've been drawing or losing at the 80th minute. Arsenal was losing. Fulham were drawing 1-1. Burnley were drawing 2-2. We need to be putting games to bed. We're 3-4-0 up. Put on these young boys. Go have your debut for the last 10 minutes or whatever. But because it's always so narrow, it's a bit peak. So that's where we're at, man. That's where we're at with a lot of this. Big up the boy Lammens. Aura of the club is massive. Blah, blah, blah. Then I had this. I showed you about the Gallem. Do a little swap deal. Remember, I always watch the Gallem's thing as well. This Jess Park from Man City, she's meant to be a baller. I don't know her. She's done a swap with Grace Clinton, and then she's coming true, whatever. Then we've got the stuff about Onana, Saudi's in for him, Trabzonspor trying to do the loan deal. Onana and Amrin's things okay. Anthony has revealed that he turned down Bayern Munich. They tried to double his wage and they made a late attempt to sign him, and he said no. And he speaks about it. He was staying in a hotel for more than 40 days because he sold his house. He knew he was leaving United, but he only wanted Betis. So he just wanted it to get done, blah, blah, blah. And you got Antwerp unhappy with Lammens because this geezer boarded the flight to come to United in a private jet before it was even done. Look at the last two. Look at this. Antwerp were upset to discover that Lammens had boarded a private jet to the United Kingdom before he had even agreed terms. They had agreed terms, basically, as the clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? Antwerp finally reached an agreement with United when Lammens was airborne. Man said the women football got no rivalries. It's true. Because you see they play for Liverpool and Everton, Man City, Man United. They always... Bro, do you know how much of our players have gone to Arsenal? It's mad. Russell and that. Like, they always go to, like, weird clubs. They'll be fighting these same clubs for the positions for Champions League and then they'll go there. It's weird, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, man, apparently, so yeah, that's what happened. Antwerp finally had reached an agreement with United when Lammens was airborne. This guy's in the air. And then you got an agreement. The man's already on the way. That's madness. So yeah, big up the boy Lammens, man. He was keen to come over it. You get it? So that's that about Lammens. Then we had the stuff about Wharton. This is Manchester Evening News, MEN. That's Samuel Lockhurst and that. Them went okay for news. And they just said that United and Chelsea are front runners in the race to sign Wharton, blah, blah, blah. We had this other article from Team Talk saying that Man United are planning to break their transfer record in 2026. 100 million plus move for Belieber alongside Wharton. Remember, we had the money already for Belieber. Remember that, guys. Look at what Ben Jacobs says in the first article. If Brighton had given the green light, regardless of the price, within reason, of course, Man United would have made a bid. So the money's already there for Belieber. Casemiro leaves next season. Bruno might leave as well. But forget about that. Garnacho got sold for 40 million. we can spend 120. So we've got the money for Wharton too. And then obviously Ben Jacobs said this. Look at the last article. He said, Adam Wharton is one that they really like, United like. But again, I'd be surprised if Crystal Palace sell, because they sold obviously Eze, Mark Guy was meant to go, and then obviously they didn't want to sell him now. But remember, this article is about next season. So we'll see what happens, man, if it comes true. But look, I tried to look for a Chelsea one as well to see if there's any truth in this. And look at this. Chelsea have added Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton to their list of targets. And that was on the 29th, just before the window closed. So Chelsea are looking at him as well, because Ben Jacobs has said it. But maybe they're not looking at him anymore because the window's closed. Who knows? But he's saying that it's going to be a race for him next season. I can't see him going to Chelsea. Why would he go to Chelsea? They've got Lavia, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo in the pivot. Like, why would they need him? It wouldn't make no sense, but who knows? We had this other article a few days back as well, saying that Man United drew up their dream midfield shortlist after Carlos Belieber talks. Hoyman and Adam Wharton are in there. So the Adam Wharton stuff is brewing. There's something there, but we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with that. You know what I mean? This is the new bomb squad. Obviously, Malacia, it looks like he might go, but he's going to stay because Elche, they can't sign him. That's a Spanish team. But the Saudi and Turkish clubs can still sign him. So we'll see what happens, if he ends up going or not, because he's not in the system. He's definitely not around. And then we've got Onana and Bayende, blah, blah, blah. They can still go to the Turkish thing. And then we've got the original bomb squad that bust out. This is the mini clear out. That's who we brought in on the left. On the right is the mini bomb squad. Lindelof left for free. Ericsson should be on this list as well, really, but it is where it is. So yeah, man, we've done a bit of business, man. It is where it is, isn't it? We could have had a midfielder and made it more or less a 10-10 window, but we didn't do that. Remember, guys, we can't do everything in one window. This is not FIFA and we're not Chelsea. We don't sell things to our sister club or sell hotels to ourselves. We're Man United, bro. The fact that we was still to spend 215 million, whatever it is, without any sales, just shows you that the revenue is madness. But imagine we get into Champions League and that now. We'll be able to spend way more. So that's it, my guys, man. I'll let you lot all go. I'll be here tomorrow with all the latest news again, like we are every day. So make sure if you haven't hit the like, make sure you smash the like on your way out, my peoples, man. I appreciate every single one of you that's been in the chat, every single one of you that's been watching and been inside. So smash the likes, my peoples. I'll see you lot.
Got some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.